Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Liz. And today I'm going to be talking about the death of Adrienne Shelly. Her real name is Adrienne Levine, but she was better known as Adrienne Shelly. Now this is going to continue on my celebrity deaths that's unrelated to the 27 Club that I'm currently covering on my channel for the month of January. Now if you're new and just stumbled upon my channel, hey, I'm Liz. I talk about true crime here on my channel. I would highly suggest you hit that subscribe button, turn your post notifications on to all, that way you know whenever I upload. And don't forget to like any video that you like that I have on my channel, that way I know exactly what you like. Even though I kind of do my own jazz when it comes to the cases I cover, but I do like knowing exactly what you guys like. And don't forget to comment down below on any cases you want me to cover. And let's get into today's celebrity death. So Adrienne Shelly was known for being an actress, a screenwriter, and director. Now she was best known for her roles in The Unbelievable Truth and Trust. And it's also known that she worked on Waitress, which became a Broadway show. She directed, co-starred, and wrote Waitress. I used to pick and pack Waitress items, and I friggin' love them. I actually still have, I think it's the rolling pin keychain from that job that I had, and man, it was great. But unfortunately, we're not here to discuss her career. We are here to discuss her untimely death. So Shelly would be found at around 5:45 p.m. on November 1st of 2006. Her husband, Andy Ostroy, would find her in an apartment in Manhattan's West Village that she used as an office. That day, he had actually brought her there, and he was really concerned when she didn't reach out to him at all, because that was completely unlike her. He even asked the doorman to go up with him just in case. But unfortunately for both men, they would find her in the bathroom. A sheet was wrapped around her neck, and she was hanging from the shower rod. The door to the apartment was unlocked, which was a complete eyebrow raiser for everybody. Although initially police believed her death was a suicide, this would be completely debunked during her autopsy when the coroner pointed out that the actual cause of death was a neck compression. So not ligature strangulation, which basically that's what it would be if it was suicide by hanging. Now, the police would go back over the crime scene and they would find certain things. Like when they first went into the apartment, there was money missing from her wallet, which would kind of give you an indication that it was a robbery. And when they searched her apartment again, they found a shoe print that was in gypsum dust. If you don't know what gypsum dust is, basically it's drywall dust. So it's that white substance that's in drywall. That's what was caked in this shoe print. And this shoe print was just casually next to the toilet, which was next to her body. So this print would match some other shoe prints that was in a construction area in that building on the day of her death. So police then would go on to arrest 19-year-old Diego Pilco for her murder on November 6th, just 5 days after finding her. He confessed to attacking her and staging her death to make it look like a suicide, but in his initial confession, he said that Shelly asked for the noise to be kept down and he would throw a hammer at her. Feeling regret for what he did, he followed her into the apartment where she then proceeded to slap him. He then punched her. She was knocked to the ground, in which she hit her head. And he said this is when she became unconscious. He then would proceed to make it look like an accident. Although his confession and her actual death didn't actually align very well due to what he said and what the autopsy determined. So, during his trial, he gave an entirely different account about what happened. And he said that he intended to rob her after following her. He then proceeded to say he rendered her unconscious and then proceeded to put a sheet around her neck to say of which strangled her. He then staged her death as a suicide. So this version of events actually kind of lines up with what the coroner said about it being staged, but it was also said during trial that the medical examiner let out information about her that she actually was still alive when she was hung. So all in all, this was a slow and tragic death for her. So Diego Pilco would be found guilty of first-degree murder, and he was sentenced to 25 years in prison without parole. Due to his illegal status in the United States, following his release, after he completes his 25-year prison sentence, he will be deported from the United States.